first thing I would ask is, all right, you're going to cap the players. How about we cap the coaches? Like if this is supposed to be about academics and this wonderful enterprise we have that America seems to love, then why do the coaches get unlimited money and the players don't? That would be my biggest question for Congress if they jumped into it.
Yeah, so that was one of the reasons that I had Elijah go up a year, because I heard that they were going to basically hard cap. And, you know, the money that he can get today versus tomorrow is very different. Do you think it's Do you think it's fair with the NIL side to be judged by NCAA, where the market value, how do you know what a kid's market value is? And like if you can't tell who's popular from the market size, and the fact that you can control it now. So if someone wants to go in and pay someone $100,000, the NCAA now can say, well, I don't think he's worth that. I only think he's worth $2. Do you think that's actually?
They can do it.
Yeah, now you can.
Damn.
Isn't that?
I think it's going to be, Gilbert, to your question, I think it's going to be hard for the NCAA to police. What I think they're looking to do is try to limit, say you at the University of Arizona, if you were playing now, and a local car dealer says, all right, we're going to give you $2 million, but the car dealership, we're going to give you $2 million to do commercials for our car dealership and be a spokesperson for our dealership. And the dealership only grosses $1 million a year. They're not going to, like, nobody's going to pay anybody that amount of money when they're doing that. It's just they're just funneling money to a player as a pay-for-play thing. And I'm good with that. Like, I think they should be allowed. Like, I think your market value is what anybody wants to pay.
Yeah, okay.
But since they're doing this cap, that's what they're looking to stop. Like, they're not going to police some deal that pays a guy $50,000 or $150,000 or something like that. They're not going to worry about that. They're going to worry about the really big numbers that they're going, whoa. Like this, that nobody would pay this amount, absent trying to get around the cap number. So
that hurts.
That idea, but I don't like the idea they're capping them at $20 million in the first place.
Yeah.
So, like, if the school wants to pay, like if they're willing, if an SEC football program is paying their strength coach $1.5 million, why should a wide receiver be limited? Like, that makes no sense to me. You can't tell me that the guy catching the ball is more important than the guy saying, hey, lift that weight. Like, I just don't think that makes any sense.
All right, so when you open it up, like, unbiased, and you're thinking about the landscape of $20 million, and as a recruiting tool for a school, and you can't, because the NIL part of it is actually looked at too, so I can't funnel money through, secondary entities. Does that push a lot of players to just certain schools now?
No, I mean, I think that's always been the case. Like, the top 100 players have always wound up at basically the same schools. It may differ here or there. And you may see, like, Doug McDermott goes to Creighton. Well, his dad was the coach. Like that kind of thing will happen. But by and large, mid-major schools have access now to better players than they've ever had because they can pay now. So just simple principles of economics, like Wichita State can afford to pay Kansas's fifth best player more than Kansas is willing to pay. So you may say, you know what, I'll go to Wichita State and be the man there and make more money than if I was the fifth best player at Kansas. That kind of thing can happen. But before, like when you were in school, when I was in school, you went, even back in the dark ages when I was in school, you basically went where you were going to have the best experience, the most exposure, the best coaching, all that stuff. Now it's open for you to add money as a variable. And look, reasonable people can look at this differently. I do think there is something to the idea of too much too soon for a young person, but that's for the young person and their families and their advisors to determine, not for the NCAA and not for the Big Ten or the SEC.